All right, we're rolling. I got Lenny a new orange cream bubbly.
Cheers.
Yeah. The guy said he went to the dentist.
I just wasted it all over myself.
Oh, fuck. Baby's first bubbly. Nice. Do you want a nicotine patch too?
No, I'm not that far into CrossFit.
Okay, not that far. That's not a CrossFit thing. I think that's just a Steph thing.
That's just a Steph thing.
Bubbly and nicotine paired together.
All
I
right.
got my lashes done, fresh lashes.
All for the episode. Wow. I feel like I'm underdressed.
No, it's okay. I got a hoodie on.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Two Powerlifters in a Car Getting Coffee. Today we got Steph. Many of you guys know Steph. Whether it's from CrossFit, whether it's from Powerlifting, whether it's from Donut Co, whether it's from Alphas. Am I missing anything?
No, I don't think so.
That should be all of them.
Roll right now, yes.
For now.
For now.
You know, bodybuilding show next week.
No. That's one thing I've never been interested in, even though a lot of people have told me to do it.
Really? No interest?
No interest in bodybuilding. And I started lifting like at Good Life back in the day when I was like 23. And of course back then, like one of my really good friends, Nicole, she was prepping for a bodybuilding show and she was like, you should really do one. You would have to do like a 6-week prep because you're already like pretty lean anyway. And like just getting on stage, like glamming up all the things that girls do love, like that doesn't interest me. I don't know why. And just like, I'm not like the aesthetic thing, that's just a byproduct of what I do. It's not something that I'm like striving for.
Yeah,
I like
makes
performance
sense.
better, which is why I'm into CrossFit and powerlifting.
Yeah,
So.
and your like physique and everything just becomes purely from a byproduct
It really is that.
of CrossFit.
That's all. I'm not driven by aesthetics. I'm driven by how much can I lift? What can my time be on this workout? That kind of thing. Yeah. And the community too, of course.
Yeah,
Of
it's
both.
from what I've seen. I've only it's only been like you and Michael I've like talked to and stuff from the CrossFit, but like the vibes there and the vibes with us seem very like similar, like the CrossFit vibes and the IBW vibes. Like it's all just.
Wait, hold up before where are we going for coffee?
Yeah, that's.
Where do you think I want to go?
My guess is somewhere local.
Well, we could do that, but to make it easier for a drive-thru, I was just gonna do Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks works.
Yeah. Which one?
I guess we'll just go to the one
Okay.
right on this end.
Anyway, yeah, so we were talking about the community. We're going to Starbucks.
Okay.
I've been part of the CrossFit community since I started CrossFit. I started at Reps, actually, probably before a lot of people that you have talked to. Probably since, no, I know for sure it was since 2017. So Roy actually was the person who taught me CrossFit when I first started. So he put me through foundations and I did a couple classes. My first CrossFit workout was a kettlebell focus workout, just kettlebell farmer carries, kettlebell swings, kettlebell holds, and then I fell in love. And I was like, this is so cool.
It didn't go that quick for me.
No?
No, I did a single CrossFit workout and I said, yep.
Oh, the one you did with me? Yeah. No, it's really fun. And the whole definition, we could talk about CrossFit for a bit.
Absolutely.
The whole definition of CrossFit is constantly varied functional movements performed at a high intensity. That's the definition of CrossFit. So the whole premise is like basically if you had like, you know those bingo things where you like turn the thing and you get a ball?
Yeah.
So it's like D34. That could be anything. That could be paired with like muscle ups, snatches, handstand walks. You never know what you're going to get, and that's kind of why the workout is different every day. They want you to be good at everything, but also bad at everything. And the thing I think that I fell in love with CrossFit is like there's always something you can improve on, like your time, the weight you lift, the gymnastic skill movements. Like there's always something to work on and get better at. That's what I love about CrossFit, and so many different things like gymnastics, Olympic weightlifting, aerobic capacity. I love all of that.
Yeah, I didn't know till just then that CrossFit actually like stood for something.
Yeah, it does.
I thought it was just the name. I didn't know it was actually like.
Yeah, that's basically the definition of CrossFit. Yeah, because it all comes down to foundational movements. A lot of it is just like like some kind of variation of a squat, like wall balls, thrusters, go from a squat to an overhead press. So some variation of an overhead press. That's one thing I wish was in powerlifting, though.
Was overhead press?
That
I'm
would be
so
sick.
happy it's not.
That would be sick.
My shoulders are shot to hell and back. My performance would dip off immediately.
Fair.
But I mean, I guess it's like everything too with powerlifting. My shoulders are shit, but it's also because they're not really trained that often.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Maybe like powerlifters should do more shoulder accessory.
Like just going through like my workout split and stuff, I like hit shoulders once a week just as like an accessory. And I mean, like right now I'm in prep, I'm not even doing that because I'm not even hitting accessories right now.
2 weeks out, right?
2 weeks out from
Let's go.
yesterday.
Let's go.
2 weeks out and still hitting PRs.
What? Yes.
Yeah,
it's working.
I PR'd my squat yesterday, so the peak is working.
So what was the pounds? I don't talk in kg.
It was 453.
Nice. 453. That's heavy.
Actually, by the time this episode comes out, it's done.
And you might have a new PR.
I might.
What are you shooting for?
I'm shooting for much higher on squats. We're shooting for like 215-ish area.
Which is what in pounds?
That one you got me. I don't know the conversion at all.
That's how I feel like I'm an annoying powerlifter. It's like I will look at one of the girls, I'll be like, how much is that in pounds?
Because CrossFit,
every single time. And they're just like, oh, it's this. It's so funny. My brain doesn't think in kg. I know kg to load the plates, but kg doesn't make sense in my head. I'm like, when I think 160, I'm like, okay, I need to know the pounds of that.
Well, I guess for you with CrossFit too, everything's in
It is.
pounds.
I just think in pounds in like real life as well, like weight and stuff.
See, that's the funny thing about it, is I don't anymore.
Oh.
Like I'll go out around the bay and see family again, and they're like, oh wow, how much do you weigh now? And I'll look at them and I'll say 105, and they're like, what's that? I'm like, 230-ish.
They're like 105 pounds.
You are not 105 pounds. I'm like, no, clearly.
Yeah. So yeah, I would get the same reaction. Yeah, I only talk in pounds for that reason also. So. Yeah,
no, I pretty much strictly in kilos. But yeah, by the time this podcast episode comes out, this comes out Friday. That means Sunday. So if they're watching this when the podcast comes out, the comp vlog comes out 2 days later.
Sweet.
So it's actually a big weekend of videos for me.
Yes, it is. A lot of editing for you.
A lot of editing, which is why I'm planning on starting editing this one tonight.
Oh, good. Hopefully there are edits.
Yeah.
Hopefully you edit me out. You edit some things I say out, because, yeah, it could be not good stuff.
God only knows. So, how do you find...
Well, here we go.
How do you find the carryover between the two sports is? Because it's a lot of similar compound movements. It's a lot of same muscle groups work.
Yeah. I will say this. When I started with powerlifting, which was 2023, I already had like the stability. Like I don't shake much. Like if I'm doing a bench, or I already had the core stability. I already had like the muscle stability and kind of like the base strength. So I think that definitely worked in my favor when I started powerlifting. And that made me fall in love with powerlifting even more, because I was able to basically lift like more than like when I was in CrossFit, my max squat was 285, and that was hard. Many times in CrossFit I failed a 300-pound squat. Now I can do that on a bad day.
Yeah.
In powerlifting, which is huge for me. I thought that was awesome, and of course that made me addicted to powerlifting right away. But the question you asked is how do you manage CrossFit and powerlifting together?
Yeah, like how do you find the carryover, fatigue carryover, or progress, or...
So admittedly right now, I do this thing, which I preached against for a long time as a full CrossFitter, is I cherry pick. So do you know what that is?
Basically just choosing what you want to do.
Yeah, so you can see what the workouts if you're a coach, you can see the whole week and what the workouts will be. So I'll pick like maybe one or two. Some weeks I don't even do a CrossFit workout, I'll do a bodybuilding workout. But I will pick something usually that doesn't have a barbell, usually, because I'm training powerlifting like 4 or 5 times a week, so I don't want to use any kind of barbell movement. I'll pick something that won't make me sore, but will challenge my aerobic capacity, which is what I'm doing CrossFit for. So,
where's this guy going?
You got the right away. So, for example, the other day I did a wall ball and snatch workout, like 40, 30, 20, 10 reps of just dumbbell snatches and wall balls, that's not going to affect my powerlifting really. Or like running. I will do like a running workout combined with like pull-ups. Both of those things are going to help me in the powerlifting community. Anyway, well, powerlifting. Yes, well, you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I definitely cherry pick a lot. But one thing that I get from CrossFit is like, when I go in and I do a CrossFit workout, like at a noon class or something, the whole day after I do a CrossFit workout, I'm just like on a high. Like that's what aerobic capacity does for me. That's why I like CrossFit. Is like I am in such a good mood, and it really like helps my mental health, I think, to work out and my aerobic capacity and actually do CrossFit.
All right, so same deal with Alicia's episode. You got to order because I can't pronounce anything on this menu.
What are you getting?
I'm getting a vanilla cream cold brew.
Okay, you say that.
Hello, how are you today?
Oh, not too bad. And yourself?
Good, how can I help you?
Could I get a chocolate cream cold brew? I'm getting a vanilla cream cold brew.
What size?
Grande.
Grande chocolate cream cold brew? Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a Grande Americano black, please.
Grande Americano black? Yeah.
That's everything.
Perfect. That's $11.85.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Welcome.
I got you.
I could have managed to pronounce that.
I know my order. I'm very plain. Like I just drink black coffee.
I think you're the third person
Yeah.
now that's been just a large black.
Really?
I know
Yeah.
Genj was a large black, and I think Kev's was decaf because me and Kev went late in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. He doesn't typically drink decaf, hey?
No, but I mean we didn't go till after a training session, so we didn't go till 3 or 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Usually you do morning.
And Kev's schedule is in bed at like.
He got an intense schedule, man.
Yeah.
He really does. Yep.
Yeah, no, thank you. I like my routine 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Simple life.
Apparently I just love intense schedules too.
Yeah, well, I mean, between studying and running a business and coaching and training yourself.
Yeah, and now I'm about to start school, so I just made everything way more tough.
And got a dog.
Yeah, I got a puppy in the middle of it.
In the middle of all of it,
Yeah.
you got Murph.
Yeah, no, it was a good choice, but everyone keeps telling me it's never a good time to get a dog, so you might as well just get him now. It's never a good time. But, oh man, he's hard to train. Every now and then I'm like, you're so cute, but like, can you please stop pooping on the floor?
Can you please listen to me?
Can you please listen? But like, he's just a baby, so.
Which one of these is mine?
That one?
This one?
Yeah. The driver drink always goes on the top.
See, I had this conversation the other day with Liv, because she put her coffee in the front.
Do you agree?
Absolutely. To me, it's the driver needs to be able to reach without looking.
I think so.
And know exactly where it's to.
It has to be the top cup holder. I totally agree.
Because there's no awkward reaching back, it's just...
Yes, exactly. Yep. Cool. I'm so pumped for coffee. This is my third coffee today, you?
I haven't had a coffee yet today, so...
Oh, how much sleep did you get?
I actually get a good chunk. I went to class yesterday morning, so I was exhausted like last night, so I slept really good.
Let's go. 8 hours?
Close, if not more.
Hello.
Here. Just tap.
$11.85. Oh, there are question here? Yeah.
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 Cold brew.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh god, we need more cup holders. I'm gonna put mine over here. Actually.
Yeah, there's like not enough cup holders in this car. I was really hoping
We have so many drinks.
I was really hoping there was gonna be a fold down one in the back seat.
Oh, there's not?
There's not. You can add middle back seat usually.
You have a cup
folds
holder
down.
here though, that's sick.
Yeah, I got that one there. There's
Okay.
usually a shaker in it.
We got 4 drinks on the go right now. I'm impressed with us.
I'm so bad for it. I will sit down to breakfast in the morning with a small glass of
Just
orange
1
juice.
second.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Small glass of orange juice, my big water jug,
Okay.
and a coffee.
Okay. So how much water do you drink a day?
A gallon.
Yeah?
That big jug that I have, I'll drink at least one of those a day.
Oh, shit.
I usually have that gone before I leave work.
Oh, very
Plus
good.
then whatever I drink at the gym.
Good. So fun fact about me, I just drink hot water. Only. Yeah, so I have like
What?
a hydro flask. It's like this big. And I'll fill probably 3/4 of it with hot water and the rest cold water. So it's like in the middle of hot and warm.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, but that's just, I don't know. I like it. And it prevents me from, I just like hot liquid. So, and it prevents me from drinking like 6 coffee a day.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I was drinking like 4 coffee a day, and then I'm like, I need to cut this back, and I started drinking hot water like 4 years ago. And now I can't drink cold water unless I'm at the gym.
Yeah, fair enough.
Even my bubbly, like I like it warm. It's weird, but I don't know.
God, no.
I always tell people, if you don't get enough water intake, try drinking hot water.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Hey.
See, my problem is I have sensitive teeth.
Oh, that would do
Like,
it.
severely sensitive teeth. So, like,
Yeah.
a lot of temperature things for me, I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
So that's why I drink, rather than drinking multiple, like, smaller bottles of water a day, I'll drink my jug because it's pretty much room temperature all
It
day.
would be, yeah.
So it's not cold on my teeth.
It would be, yeah. I don't know how my fall schedule is going to work. Like, I'm not used to college. Did you go to college? Did you?
Yes.
So it's like 8 to 5, I'm told.
Give or take, whatever you're...
Yes, and they take attendance.
You're on Kona,
So,
right?
Yeah.
It depends on the course.
Prince Philip. Is that where you went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Prince Philip. It depends on your course, depends on your profs.
So the Prince Philip campus is health and... What did you do? IT.
IT.
Okay, yeah. So it's like computer stuff and health stuff at Prince Philip, I think.
Yeah, and like the business admin courses are there.
Okay.
Graphic design. That's where most of the stuff is. It's the
Ridge Road is
one.
engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm excited. And it's really close to the gym, which is cool. So yeah, 8 to 5 there. I'm gonna have to get a babysitter for my puppy probably. Like, and then like when I'm done there, go straight to the gym because we train at 6 usually.
Yeah, that's exactly what my schedule was, and that's how I ended
Yeah.
up at reps.
And you said it was a 2-hour break you got though, right?
I had some courses that fell in a way that I had a 2-hour break. It's
Okay.
not common.
I'm told we get 1 hour break for lunch, so I'll be eating, obviously then.
Yeah, I had like a 2-hour break in between classes, and like usually one of those classes would clue up early, so that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym. And that's when I started going to reps, or I was going to Good Life at the time.
Yeah.
Chris was going to reps. I was with Chris at the time, and I was like, all right, I'm going to switch to reps. This was before he went to Club U.
Right.
And then I had my 2-hour gap in the mornings, and that's how I met Kev
Oh yes, right.
and Greg. But Greg's schedule's like impossible to keep track of because he's in
fair
there.
enough.
He's in there all hours of the day.
Oh true. Oh, he's in there for 6 hours a day,
Yeah.
dude. That's wild, but like good for him.
And that's how I made my start at reps.
Yeah.
In 23, January of 2023.
Ah, nice.
So I started in reps the same year you started powerlifting.
Yeah. But you start powerlifting right away now.
At reps I was, yeah. I was already powerlifting because I was already on with Chris.
Oh, right.
I started
right.
with Chris in September of 22.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool to spend so much time at the gym. I don't know, I find it like a second home. Like when I go there, I'm like, these are all the people I love. Like, it's weird.
Absolutely.
And like when I miss a session with the girls, because we all train together, I'm like, I miss you guys. Like they've become like my best friends, and when I don't see them like 3 or 4 times a week, I'm like, this makes me really sad.
Yeah.
We just live together, and you just become such good friends.
Yeah, it's very much a similar situation with us out front.
Yeah.
And we've been all over the place lately because, I mean, again, Kev's schedule's been all over the place.
Yes.
I've been going to class a lot more lately on Saturdays just because, again,
That's good.
meet is around the corner.
Yep, you need that.
So I need just to get in there.
Are we going to Walmart?
No, this was just the easiest way to swing around.
Okay. I was gonna say, you need to flick in, get something, or what?
Quick trip to Walmart.
Yeah, not a fun time to go on the weekends. I try to avoid.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather go in the morning on a weekday or something.
That's where the issues with working a 9 to 5 and having a regular schedule are.
Yeah, I'm not excited for
Is I have to do things when everybody else is doing things.
and-
Did
yeah.
the driving instructor have to go to Walmart?
Oh my god. That's one thing I'm not excited about too, is like right now I have so much flexibility. I basically can work when I want, go to the gym when I want. So that's all gonna change.
Benefits of being a small business owner.
Yeah. But well, not really, because like the work never turns off. It's always on in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you always feel like you're forgetting something. And sometimes I do actually crave routine because I struggle with like, what is the most optimal thing to do right now? Because I have like 25 things to do. What should I do? And sometimes I end up not doing any of them because I'm like so anxious. I'm like, which one do I do?
Which is best for me.
Which is best to do in this moment that I can be able to set future stuff up really well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do a lot of driving around. Yeah, getting stuff and just delivering cookies and stuff like that. So getting inventory.
Trying to advertise on top of it.
Oh god, it's a full-time thing, yeah. So we're gonna keep adding more stuff.
Yeah.
Love it for me. Yeah.
Because it was not that long ago. Well, I say not that long ago. It's been a while now. But it's the most recent thing I could think of in my head that you've picked up is doing the cookies for alphas.
The protein cookies, yeah. And you know what? I did not think they would take off like that. I remember the boys at alphas were trying to convince me to do that for a long, like probably a month. And I'm like, no, like that's not going to work. Like no one's going to get a protein cookie. There's already cookies in packages like Lenny and, what are those ones called? And
Lenny and Larry's.
Yes, and the other one at Mama T's. I was like, they already exist. Like, the market doesn't need that. And then I did it. I was like, holy fuck. I can't even keep up with the demand here. They were sold out all the time. I've gotten better at keeping up with the demand, but I think we do, like, between 1,500 to 2,000 cookies a month now.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you started, you'd, like, restock them and they'd be sold out.
Yes.
Like,
and
next day.
I'm still restocking them almost every day. I just don't post anymore because I thought, this is so annoying. I'd have to post every day that we're restocking. So now I don't even have to post it or market it anymore. It just goes.
Yeah.
It's wild. But it was such a good side thing to do, and that'll definitely get me through school. So I'm and like, if I do make them every day because they are super fresh, but realistically with cookies, I could pick one day of the week and just hammer them all out for the week. But right now I just go in when I want. But when I start school, I'll definitely have to choose, like, okay, on a Sunday,
this is cookie day.
12 hours of making cookies.
God.
So yeah. It'll be intense, but if you haven't tried a cookie, folks, I think you should go try it.
Yeah.
I try to switch up the flavors every now and then. Right now we're running a brown sugar protein cookie, which is also rolled in cinnamon sugar, and it's been really good.
I don't think I've had that one yet.
People have loved that one. Yeah, that one, and I think the one that I did with sprinkles was the most popular. So I use Limitless protein, and it bakes really well. Mostly just whey protein. I find the isolate doesn't. Isolate's more expensive, but also doesn't bake as well. But yeah, the whey protein is so good.
It's also good to know that you use Limitless because I haven't baked in a while. I definitely, like, before I moved in the apartment, but it's been even longer than that. But that's what I buy for protein is Limitless, so it's good to know that it's good.
I love Limitless.
It's a good baking protein.
The Alpha's protein is also really good, like their house brand.
Yeah.
I also use that sometimes if they're at a Limitless, but for me, Limitless is just easier because it's 5-pound bags.
You get the big.
Yeah, I get the big bag, so then I could just prep a bunch at a time.
Yeah.
So
Cuts down on time if you're going through less bags.
I like the protein cookie thing. It definitely, like, I eat them all the time. It's something that, like, for me, I don't like donuts.
Really?
I've never eaten a full donut. Nope. I don't like donuts, but those cookies, oh, I love them.
The woman who owns a donut shop.
Yeah. No, we started the donut business because there wasn't a donut shop here. So we were living in Halifax at the time. We're like, we need to think of a business idea during COVID. We wrote a business plan for a donut shop. We're like, it doesn't exist in St. John's. So we went through a lot of stuff to basically start a business from scratch. But yeah, once we did, it took off.
And then set up a donut shop right across the road from a Tim Hortons.
Yeah, everyone always says that. But we didn't see it as real competition. It's a completely different product.
You also set up right across the road from
the
RNC, so...
Everyone says that too, yeah.
You picked the right spot.
And yeah, I think it was good. I've actually, that's a funny story. I found that place. We were trying to look for a brick and mortar for a while. I found the place on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Of all places, this guy was like... closing his business, and he was just trying to, like, hand over his lease basically and all of his assets. So we bought all of his assets off him and took over the lease. So, like, the assets we bought were, like, working tables, ovens, commercial fridge, like, commercial mixers, all of that. So it was kind of a seamless transition because he had a lot of the stuff we needed. But we did have to put in a range hood, which was like $25K. That wasn't fun.
Ooh.
But yeah,
right,
you wouldn't
because
think
of the fryer and
because
stuff.
of the fryer. Yeah, he wasn't frying. You wouldn't think a range hood costs that much, and all the permits you need to get for that. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
So-
I'm guessing that's something that's not thought of, or like when you get into it, it's insane the price of
It is.
industrial stuff like that.
But like when you start a business, there's a lot of things you don't think of. Like we went into it not knowing anything, right? We didn't know we needed to get an occupancy permit. We didn't know we needed everything we didn't know. And you just kind of learn on the way. But life is kind of like that. Like it's good. And yeah, but it was a crazy ride. But now it's here, and yeah, it was fun. Really good experience. I think I'll always be like a business person, like thinker, like in my mind, but I'm excited to have a career and actually like work for NL Health Services. I'm excited for that and have that purpose. Yeah. Because like I definitely like sometimes I feel like I lack purpose just like making donuts.
Fair enough.
So, but I mean business is a purpose, but I want to have like a better purpose that contributes to society in some way. So I'm excited to get into paramedicine because of that. And funny enough, this is my I think 3rd time applying to paramedicine. And I got accepted every time, and I always turned it down because I was like, no, I'm going to focus on business. And I always came back to it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it this time.
I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to it this time. But they just, they basically just made the program. I called them the other day. It wasn't 1.5 years. I think they're adding another semester. This is going to be a 2-year program now, which sucks. How long was your program?
2.
Yeah.
But I took time off in between. I screwed myself over. Ended up getting my course extended.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up turning a 2-year course into a 4-year course.
Oh, no way.
I made a lot of shitty decisions in college.
I mean, haven't we all?
Yeah.
No, that's rough. Did you get your summers?
Yeah.
Okay, so no school during the summer.
No, I'd have like an intersession that was like ran from like end of April to like mid-June, but after that I was free.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we should probably talk more about powerlifting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It's Powerlifting podcast.
It is, yeah. We're talking about other things, but
so let's go back to 2023. Let's go back to like you getting your start in powerlifting. Okay. How did you find your way in powerlifting?
Okay, I have told a couple CrossFitters this. Like, I was doing CrossFit for a long time. Love CrossFit still. That is my first love and always will be. I'll never stop CrossFit. But I was like, you know what? I want to CrossFit is like, if you want to do really like high nationals or like competitions or like sanctual event, like something that is like on a higher level besides local, you got to start when you're 11 now with CrossFit because you have to be good at so many different things. I was like, I want to do like actual like national level competitions and like make records, like break records. And the only thing that will get me there is powerlifting, I think. I already have a base strength. If I do that, maybe I can like be a champion in some way. So then I started powerlifting in 2023. It's funny because I knew Thomas, Steph, and everybody, like, because I would be in the CrossFit room, so I already knew everyone. But yeah, they welcomed me, and I loved that. So it's funny because I was like, oh, I got to buy my own barbell if I want to be here, because I've seen all the barbells on the ground. I'm like, okay. So I bought like a $350 barbell, my own barbell, to bring in to the powerlifting room because I thought I needed it to be in the group. It's so funny. So now I have my own barbell there, which is cool. But I thought it was a requirement, but it wasn't.
Thankfully.
Yeah. No, but so what was the question?
Just how you got started.
Yeah, so I transitioned over to powerlifting, kind of fell in love right away. I felt so lucky to like train with Thomas Steph because they're like world champions. And like you can't think of like anyone better to learn from or who has that much experience. So even now, like, I feel so lucky to be able to train with them every day. I don't know, like, if you ever think about that, but
no, it's crazy when you look at the stat sheet of like just the history.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is awesome that I get to do this. I feel so thankful and grateful that I get to train with these folks. And then everybody in the powerlifting community is so supportive and welcoming as well. So, and when I started like actually making progress, I was like, I gotta stick with this. And at the time, I think I was doing CrossFit still fully, like probably like 5 WODs a week and also doing powerlifting. I was like, something gotta give here. So I had to start doing less CrossFit. And once I started doing that, I did see more improvements in powerlifting. I started lifting heavier. I was less tired, less taxing on your CNS and everything. So once I made that decision, I was like, I'm fully in with powerlifting right now. And even now, like in CrossFit, there are like tradition workouts, I guess. Like this Monday, like tomorrow, we're doing the workout Murph, which is what my puppy is named after. So that's one workout. Like I do not miss that. I'm gonna do that every year, probably for the rest of my life, because I find it really fun. It's a community event. And it's one of those benchmark workouts that I want to actually see if I can improve every year.
Every year.
Yeah. So for Murph, you have to wear a weighted vest. It's a 1 mile run, 300 air squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 1 mile run. And it's a mentally challenging workout, which I think is what I love about it too. So I love doing that every year and pushing my body. So traditional workouts like that, I will forever do. I would love if you guys would do that sometime.
Absolutely not.
I thought you were going to say absolutely for a second.
Steph, I am 230 pounds. Do you realize how much strain that puts on my knees to run?
No, that's and with a weighted vest at that.
And with a weighted vest. So I'd be looking at what? 240, 250.
Yeah, and running is quite taxing.
Running's just hard on your knees anyway.
It's quite taxing, yeah.
I've said this before. One of my buddies asked me one year if we wanted to train to run the telly, and I said, if I'm going to tear my knees apart doing something, it's going to be powerlifting because it's something I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I know powerlifting's destroying my knees as well, but I'd rather do it squatting than running.
Yeah, fair enough. At least you're making your quads really strong.
Yeah, powerlifting's just, it's my thing.
Yeah. Powerlifting's funny too because sometimes I like, just like a little tiny thing, I'm like, I've been squatting right, and then I realized I was squatting wrong for a while, and then the other day Tom was like, use your quads when you squat, and I realized I've been using my hamstrings and glutes more when I come back up, and he just had to say that small cue, and I was like, I used to do that, I don't know how I got out of that. And it's just almost, I mean, Steph Keen talked about this too, like every time I go to deadlift, it's like I forgot how to deadlift for a second. I'm thinking about so many different cues, and I'm trying to be the most optimal I can be, and like sometimes you forget, but then it all comes back to you, and you'll have a really good session, sometimes you'll have a really bad session. And the funny thing also about powerlifting, which is different from CrossFit, is like some of the days that I've come in, haven't had anything to eat, having a bad day, I'm like, oh, I feel so like not mobile today, I feel very like broken up. That's the day I'll get a PR. Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's the sessions that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And you feel like shit when you start that end up being amazing.
That's why you got to show up to every single one. Even if you don't feel good, you got to show up because that could be the day.
It could be the day where you break a PR. It could be the day.
Yeah, it's so weird. I thought that was very weird, but no, it just stands true to show up every single day. Yeah. Even now, like I'll show up just because I know, like I said, the girls are going there. I want to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's that side of things too. It's showing up. Especially powerlifting in the way we do, powerlifting with a team, it keeps you accountable because even if you don't want to be there, it's like, all right, I need to show up for them.
Yeah.
They need me. They need my spotting. They need my like encouragement and stuff. Like when you get a lifting crew, you're doing it for more than you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then it becomes a whole thing. Like, it's funny in our group chat, every single time we train together, because we train together Monday, Wednesday, we all go to class now, and Thursday, and Saturday or Sunday, depending on what they are doing those days. Alicia always writes a recap in our group chat of how our session was. It's like a big paragraph. She's like, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I look forward to reading those every single time. I'm like, this is so cute.
I could go for that sometimes, man. The amount of brain fog I have towards the end of a session, I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. No, and so like you kind of push yourself, like, I want to like be a part of that recap. I want to like push to get a part of that recap, like a good part of that recap. So yeah, no, it's kind of funny. It's good. And with like the girls and the guys have like different dynamics, but they're both dynamics that work for each other, I find. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely push ourselves and we compete with each other, but it's like a friendly competition. It's really nice.
Ultimately, we're competing against ourselves.
Ultimately, yes. And the other people in Canada.
Yeah.
And maybe the world if you're Lucas.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Lucas, Steph, or Tom, or Alicia. Whoever goes to Worlds. How many people have we had that went to Worlds? Oh, and Steve too.
Yeah. YOLO's gone to Worlds.
Yeah. We've had a few. That's so inspirational to me.
And I mean, cool. Karina's going to NAPF.
Oh yeah, Karina.
In like a couple months.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I forget anyone. I kind of have nicotine here, and I'm just like all my thoughts. I have like 25 thoughts. I'm trying to collect them all.
Collect them all at once.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of nicotine, ADHD.
Caffeine.
Yes, that too.
Speeding it all up.
Yeah. Nicotine actually helps ADHD, apparently.
Really?
It helps you focus. So, yeah. It's good.
Yeah, because when you started powerlifting, you made a good run within just like your first bit of time powerlifting.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. My first 2024 was the first year I started competing. I did the local meet, Metro. I think I got best lifter there. I can't remember.
I think you did.
Yeah. And then I did Easterns. Then I did Nationals all in 1 year. It was wild. And at 2025, I'm kind of taking it easier because I want to like save for Nationals that is going to be here. But I do want to do Easterns, and I'm having FOMO about not doing provincials now in 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot of people are gunning for Nationals just because it's here. We get the home field advantage, sleeping your own bed, no travel.
I'm so excited for Nationals here. I want to be there all day, every day, just because I love the community so much.
Your friends and family all around you, like.
Yeah.
I've already accepted that any day that someone like I'm friends with is lifting, I'm just booking off of work. Like when they release the national schedule, I'm just gonna have like so many days off work that week.
Yes.
Just to come out and like watch and support. And
yeah, I want to do that too. Yeah, I want to be around for the whole thing.
And obviously the podcast is I'm gonna start recording so much of the podcast.
You gotta DM some folks now.
So many.
Yeah, you do.
Pretty much anyone coming, I'm just gonna be like, hey, coffee?
Yeah, and podcast. Drive around with me in my Bronco.
Yeah.
What year is this?
23.
Nice. Is it secondhand or are you?
Nope, right from Ford.
Look at you go. Right after you graduated?
Yep.
Let's go. Graduation present.
Pretty much, I drove junk my whole life. I just drove like $300, $400, $500 cars my entire life.
Cool.
And it was fine because my dad's basically, like, he's not a mechanic by trade or anything. Like, he's a backyard mechanic. He could pretty much fix any piece of shit car I owned.
Nice.
But then I moved in here and I was like, well, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm paying out my ass in, like, garage fees and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna go out. I've never owned something, like, new myself, so I'm like, I'm gonna go out and actually just get something for myself. It wasn't a straight out graduation present. It was actually I waited till I started with an LHS, and then I was like, I have stable income.
Oh, you're employed with the health services too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who I do IT with.
It was Eastern Health at first, though, when you started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I pretty much joined during the merge.
Oh, yeah, nice. That's also one thing I was going to mention when I started powerlifting, especially the deadlifts. I found the room very overwhelming because, I don't know if you know, like, I'm completely deaf in one ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I first started, I was like, because you're still talking to each other when you're powerlifting. When you do a CrossFit WOD, it's just you and yourself, and you're just going. But with powerlifting, we're like loading things, and I'm also trying to talk to who I'm training with. And I was like, this is very hard for me. But I've adapted and gotten better and try to be on this side of people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I guess everything that you hear, I hear like half that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. And if someone's on the side of me, I'm like, I don't know.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
When you mentioned nationals, and actually that made me think of it. One thing I did want to bring up. I know we've talked in the gym about it before, but I don't know if you want to talk about it on the podcast. The difference there just in powerlifting and CrossFit, because there was a time with nationals where you were debating between that and a CrossFit competition, right?
Oh yeah, in February.
And like you were in between like weights and had to figure out what you wanted to do because
that's the thing about weight classes. Like, well, I'm a 69 now. I do want to get to a 76 because when I'm a 69, I'm the tallest and the leanest there. When I went to nationals in PEI, I was like, I don't think I fit in this weight class. Like, I think I could be more optimal as a 76 and add more mass for sure. And Tom agreed. Most people would agree with that. But if you're doing CrossFit, being lighter is kind of good for like the bar muscle ups and getting over the rig, and a lot of gymnastics movements, and obviously moving faster. If you're lighter, it is better. But yeah, so I was deciding between the CrossFit Open and Nationals in February. So I ended up not doing Nationals anyway. I think there was like some business stuff on the go that I didn't go anyway. But if I were to do Nationals, I would have went to a CrossFit box out there in Saskatchewan. I would have done like the CrossFit Open workout. So the CrossFit Open's like 3 different workouts over 3 weeks, I think it is. Yeah, 3 different workouts over 3 weeks, and you just have from like, it's announced Thursday, you have Thursday to Monday to submit your score. So it would have been fine, I just would have done one workout out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely, because that's another thing that, remember I said like, I will do traditionally certain CrossFit workouts during the year, and that's one thing I don't miss is the CrossFit Open, because it's like a worldwide competition between individual people all over the world. So that's one thing that I don't want to miss, because I've been stacking that on my online portal, I guess, since 2017.
Yeah. So
and it's really fun. It's a community thing, right?
So yeah, it's kind of funny that those are the few sports you do, because they
kind of clash in some way, yeah. But I do think having that CrossFit background did benefit me at the beginning with powerlifting.
Oh, it gave you such a head start.
Yeah, I think
starting off.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when I started, I couldn't squat a plate. I didn't know how.
Oh yeah.
I was like narrow grip, flat back bench. Not saying I have much of an arch now, but like I was completely flat backed.
Yeah.
Um,
The arch was something that I had to get used to too. But once you do, it makes so much more sense to do it with an arch.
and then like my deadlift was just okay at best.
What did you start when you deadlift? What was when you started?
When I started powerlifting?
Yeah.
When I started powerlifting, it was 275.
Okay, cool. That's a start.
My first ever time deadlifting was impressive because like my buddies out home were just like, try it. I was like, okay.
What?
And I ended up pulling 225 then, so I was like, oh.
That's 2 plates, dude.
That's 2 plates.
Two bro plates.
Which is really funny because when I started benching, I couldn't bench 65 pounds.
Oh, wow. No, I don't believe that.
Could not bench 65 pounds.
What?
I did like zero physical activity in school.
What?
I guess that's like half the problem of growing up in the middle of nowhere. There was very little option to do anything to begin with.
Oh, man. That's true. Yeah. I grew up in a pretty small town too. Like, I wanted to play soccer, but it wasn't offered. Isn't that wild? Basketball.
Soccer was about the only thing that was offered because like my hometown's known for soccer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So I played volleyball and hockey because that was basically the big sports in Church Falls. But there was no soccer, there was no basketball, both of which I would have loved to play. But then so my background would be, I was on the provincial volleyball teams. So I was really good at volleyball. I was like mediocre at hockey, but I loved hockey. I played the boys team hockey growing up, actually.
So you've really you have done it all.
I guess so, yeah. But like that also gave me some good leg strength, especially if you're playing volleyball, you're squatting all the time.
Yeah.
Technically. And hockey, you are skating really fast. So I had that background for CrossFit and the CrossFit background
For powerlifting.
Yeah, so it all came together well.
And I have the powerlifting background to start strongman?
Fuck no! No, I'm not interested in that, I don't think. Yeah. I think I'll stick with CrossFit and powerlifting now for the rest of my life. I got 8 years until Masters. Yeah. Masters for powerlifting.
Yeah.
So, I'm 32 now.
Is there...
Maria just went to... She's Masters now.
Masters now?
Yeah.
Is there... There's no age groups or anything when it comes to CrossFit or anything, is there?
Oh, yeah.
Is there?
Did you know Masters in CrossFit is 35 years old?
Oh, so you're 3 years out from...
From Masters in CrossFit.
Wow.
That saddens me. That makes me very sad. But then you just... I don't know, the competition becomes a little bit less, so maybe it's okay. I guess same with Masters. Like, right now, Maria's going for some records, I think, at provincials. Like, that's going to be so cool. I'm so sad I'm going to miss that.
yeah. I'm not going to talk about how far out I am from Masters.
15 years?
16 years.
Stop! Oh my god, you're a baby!
This is my first year open.
You're a baby! Oh my god, that's wild.
Provincials is going to be my second meet open.
Oh my god. You are a baby. I never got a chance to do junior. And I just got right into open with powerlifting. I started when I was 28, maybe? 27? I don't know. 29? Something like that.
Whatever the math is.
Whatever the math is. I'm not great. I'm not thinking about that math right now.
I'm just not good at math.
Yeah, me either. Luckily, you don't need that much math for what we do, so.
No, I can do bar math, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I can do bar math until someone throws a blue on the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's gone.
Man, the blue really does fuck you up. What is that, 20 kg?
20 kilos. So, blue, white is red.
Yes.
But my brain, like, struggles to do anything beyond that.
Okay, cool.
Like, I'll see a yellow-green, and my brain will immediately go, that's a red.
Right.
But if I look at a blue-white, I have to like sit there and go, okay, it's 20, it's a 5, 25, okay, it's a red.
Yeah. I've admittedly taken my calculator out a few times.
Yeah, it gets confusing in the room because, I mean, we're not people that, like, I don't know about, okay, I won't speak for everybody in the room. The guys in the room, we're not someone who gives a single shit about how the bar is loaded.
Good.
Like, as long as the weight on the bar is the weight,
Yeah.
I don't care. If
Yeah.
it's red, yellow, green, red.
The way we load it sometimes is hilarious. And that's why I felt bad training with the guys sometimes. I'm like, we have so many places, like when we used to train out in reps, I'm like, we have so many places to take off for me. That makes me feel bad. But also it's a lot of work. But when I train with the girls, we all lift around the same thing.
We're different. We used to be a lot different out front than we are now. We used to load it like idiots out front as well. But I don't trust a lot of the equipment out front the same as I trust equipment in the room.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, because there are different markings on the actual plates, right?
There are.
You guys refuse to use the green ones.
Yeah.
And you only use the silver ones.
There's also just like, I don't trust a single clip out front.
Yeah.
Versus like, I know the clips in the room.
Have you heard of people being like intimidated to go to reps?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that wild? It's like the mecca for powerlifting, CrossFit, but I think reps is like the best gym in Canada.
I think that's why people are intimidated, because it's reps is a very to a degree. Reps is a kind of high level gym.
Oh yeah, it is. People who go there are there to work.
Yeah.
And work hard, very hard.
But like we also not even just like between CrossFit and powerlifting and bodybuilding, like even just like people that are in there like in MUN or like people that are in there in school, like we have like people that are high up like student athletes and stuff too. Like reps has its reputation of being this like kind of not rough but like this hardworking gym, and it shows because
look at all the athletes that come from there.
Look at what's come out of there.
Even on the like Michael Ingram. Even on the
CrossFit side of things, you got Michael Ingram. Powerlifting, like you said, you got TK, you got Lucas, you got...
Yes. All of the good athletes. Steph. Well, all of us.
Yeah.
I think every powerlifting athlete is actually a really good athlete. I think there's no bad powerlifting athletes. I would say the same thing with CrossFit. Like, there's a bunch of CrossFitters. They're high-level runners. They're doing races all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the bodybuilders. I mean, like Jared and Gavin and all them.
Jared, Gavin.
Yeah.
Ryan came from there.
Yes, all of them are really, like Carly, all of them are very high level bodybuilders too.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is like we all get along. I love that community so much.
Oh, everybody like, yeah, it's not like an isolated thing. Like the powerlifters stay to the powerlifters.
Yeah.
Like,
it's cool that the powerlifters hire the bodybuilder for nutrition, like Jared.
Which
is amazing.
Has so many people on his roster in that gym.
He is such a good guy. I'm so proud to call him a friend. He is really good at what he does, but he's also so humble and such a nice guy. Like, not one bad word you could say about that man.
Yeah, he's great.
Great guy.
And
he knows so much.
Kind of want to film another video with Jared.
You should get him on the podcast.
I always said that if I ever did branch out beyond powerlifting with the podcast,
you could rebrand, bro.
If I ever reached out beyond, or like branched out beyond, Michael and Jared are two people that I would want to have on.
Oh, you should. But I mean, you can call your podcast one thing and still have different things in it.
Yeah.
Like special episode, you know?
Absolutely.
Also, how'd you make your logo? Was that Canva?
That was Canva.
Yeah, I love Canva.
I absolutely love Canva. I use Canva for all of my YouTube I recently started using it for YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah, I love Canva.
For the longest time, I was using Google Slides.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work? I've never used that. I only use Canva. Do you have Canva Premium?
I don't.
Okay.
But I used Google Slides. It's literally a slideshow tool, but it had what I needed. It allowed me to do word art. It allowed me to do layering.
Okay.
It worked in a way.
You keep leveling up, bro.
But then I went over to Canva and I was like, yeah, this works much better for what?
Did you like expect such a positive like feedback and response from like starting this? Because you have gotten that. People when you're not there, they're like, oh, I can't wait to hear this powerlifting podcast.
I did not at all expect
Yeah.
the podcast to be perceived as it was and enjoyed as much as it is.
Yeah.
Like, I know when me and James filmed our episode, I think the one that came out before James was Chris's episode. I can't remember exactly. But when James and Chelsea and Kyle came here for
The local meet.
local Metro, he said that they were in the Airbnb and he was watching the episode and paused it because he heard someone else in the Airbnb also watching the episode.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Like, and like people are coming up to me all the time. They're like, I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Mhm.
Like,
Well, that was me. I was like, Lenny, get some females on there. I was like, I need to hear some female people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun. People are really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying doing it because
Yeah.
it gets the recognition out there.
Yes.
I actually had this conversation with Lucas at the gym yesterday about like East Coast Barbell, like the Instagram he used to run. I was like, whatever happened to it? He goes, man, you happened to it. He said the podcast happened, and it's doing the same thing as what I wanted that page to do. It's like getting recognition for like local talent and
fair
local
enough.
lifters, and
Man, your podcast is actually probably going to attract people to the sport.
I hope it does.
I think it will. Definitely.
Because we could always do with more people in powerlifting, more people involved in powerlifting,
Yeah.
more
Grow the
people in the
sport.
sport.
Yeah.
The sport only grows with more people. We need more We always need more volunteers, so more
Mhm.
people willing to give back.
Yep. 100%. And I think powerlifting is a growing sport worldwide. Anyway, at least in North America.
I think so.
It is. It's
And I'm
growing.
really hoping now when World Games comes around
Oh, yeah.
that I'm hoping World Games is just going to help explode the growth because it's such a big thing. It's an Olympic level event.
Oh, yeah. That'll be huge, too. Do you think you'd get some people from there?
Oh, absolutely not.
No? Well, you want powerlifters. I get it.
No, well, I mean, there's going to be powerlifters at the World Games, but like it's in China. And like it's all like
Oh, no. Oh, hold up. I thought you were talking about the games that are coming here that Jared's going to be a part of.
Oh, no, not Canada Games.
No, Canada Games. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I was talking World Games.
Oh,
but
World Games, right. My bad.
I would absolutely love, obviously.
Well, you never know how far your podcast's going to take, like,
That's true, too.
where it's going to go. So,
I don't know, and it's something that maybe I cornered myself. I put myself in a cornered market by having it, like,
powerlifting?
not even powerlifting, by having it be an in-person podcast.
But you could do virtual
We
eventually.
can do virtual. We could absolutely like, just get coffee.
Yeah. I also don't think there's anything wrong with picking a niche and hammering that niche.
Mhm.
Because people who are obsessed with that niche, they're going to listen to that and they're going to be top fans.
And I like the way I do my podcast,
Yeah.
whereas a lot of podcasts tend to be like very like kind of interview heavy. Like here's this list of
Yes.
questions.
Oh, yeah. I
Just,
wanted to know the questions beforehand.
just over a Zoom call. Versus I really like the way I take mine as more of a talk show, more of just like a.
Yeah.
It's more casual. Like the production value is literally a camera stuck to my windshield.
I love it.
It's just sit down, talk,
Yeah.
shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you listen to many podcasts yourself?
I do, but not really anything like this kind of podcast.
Okay.
Mostly, I'm very much a true crime podcast kind of guy.
Yeah, I like true crime.
That and the only other thing, well, I listen to Red Plates.
Oh, yeah.
I think those guys are doing numbers, are doing amazing.
Right. Yes. Oh, yes.
And the only other thing beyond that is the WAN show, but that's just a tech podcast.
Right. I always listen to podcasts. When I'm driving places, only podcasts. I don't listen to music. My favorite is like Joe Rogan,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Willix, is that his name? Of Modern Wisdom, that's really good. I listen to a bunch of medic podcasts, of course, in preparation.
Well, it's exactly the same as me
Yeah.
with tech ones. You kind of, when you have your own niche kind of thing, not necessarily niche, but like
Yeah.
thing that you're around a lot, you kind of just tend to go more into it. So that's hence why I stick to like tech podcasts
Yeah.
for a lot of my stuff.
No, that's fair. I love podcasts.
And then just true crime because I am a big horror buff.
I love that.
I'm a big horror guy in general.
I'm listening to a podcast recently about... Oh, wait, have you ever watched the show Yellow Jackets?
No.
Okay, so the plane crashes, and the plane crashes, and it's like a high school team, and then they're stuck in the woods for like a year or something, and they start doing weird stuff. But it's basically based on like a true story of a plane that did crash on a glacier in like
Shit.
the 70s or 80s, I think. And yeah, it was like a rugby team, and they crashed, and to survive, they had to like eat each other.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm actually listening to the podcast of the true story now, and apparently there's a movie on it too. So, but in the actual true story, they only ate the people who died, but they had to do cannibalism to survive.
Obviously, you don't have food.
Yeah. So, and it was on a glacier. Nothing is living.
No.
But no, it's pretty cool how that happened. I wonder if there's any survivors right now of that are still alive. I haven't finished the podcast yet, but I'll send it to you.
So
You might like it.
one of the Instagram questions that I got twice, actually,
Oh, okay.
was fuck, marry, kill between bodybuilding, powerlifting, and CrossFit.
Fuck, marry, kill. Okay, you guys might hate me. I'm gonna marry CrossFit for sure. I'm gonna fuck powerlifting and kill bodybuilding.
That's where I figured it was going.
that's probably it. Like I said, CrossFit was my one true love, and if I had to pick something above everything else, it'd probably be that.
And you already said your thoughts on bodybuilding. You no interest.
I like bodybuilding training, don't get me wrong. I love a good pump. I love everything surrounding the bodybuilding community. I'm just not interested on going on stage and training for aesthetics. Like if I'm training bodybuilding, it is to get strong. It's not to have a certain body image.
I think that's what would, and a big thing, and I'm sure bodybuilders have dealt with it, but I mean, I've noticed it with, when I did 75 hard, and I was trying to do it while powerlifting. Watching the strength drop off, as like the body weight and stuff dropped,
That's true.
To me, it was disheartening.
Yeah. And I think that's another reason why I never did bodybuilding was because I played sports my whole life. That's probably one thing. And the other thing is never really struggled with body image or body aesthetics or anything. So it is just what it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the need to go up and show what my aesthetic can be. I don't know. I just like performance. And that's basically the only way I can describe it. But it's cool you got that question twice.
Yeah, I did. I twice, if not 3 times, actually.
Really? Love
Yeah.
it.
That was one a lot of people wanted. It was actually one that I used to run on the podcast a lot,
Oh, yeah.
but I used to do it with
The lifts.
squat, bench, and deadlift.
Oh, I'm going to do it with the list.
Yeah, go through that one.
I want to do it with the list. I would marry squat, fuck deadlift, and kill bench.
And that one was the most common answer for that one too, was kill bench.
Yeah, is that what you would do? Is that what you would
Absolutely. I mean, especially right now.
pick? Yeah. Oh, yeah, true, with your pec.
Damaged goods right now.
How is that going, dude, the recovery?
I don't know if you noticed in the group chat what I said the other day. I took 200 for 6 paused. So we're
200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very close to back. And then I took 190, I think, for 14.
But how's the pain?
0.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're still playing it relatively safe. I mean, we're 2 weeks out from a meet. The strength is there. What strength is built is built. It's more so I need to build confidence back up in that muscle. Mm-hmm. And that confidence needs to build, or that muscle needs to build its confidence back up in me.
Right. So that's one thing I will say. I don't get injuries that often, which you would think I would with everything I do. And with people always harp on CrossFit. They're like, oh, CrossFit, so people get injured in CrossFit. They actually do not.
I did.
You did, but that was an open wound. That was not actually a muscular
or
a fracture.
I just bashed my knee and split my knee open.
That was kind of funny.
That was pretty funny.
But that's kind of something across it. You have to do that once on a box. That's kind of.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it has to happen in CrossFit. You're not a real CrossFitter. You also have to swing off the bars and land on your butt in CrossFit, or you're not a real CrossFitter. But yeah, when I was doing CrossFit, I hardly got any injuries. I guess because you're working on all the different movements and you're strengthening your body. But I found I got an injury in probably my own fault if I was squatting wrong. I did get an injury in powerlifting on my back. But yeah, not that many injuries to speak of. Every now and then, you will feel muscle soreness. I think everyone gets that.
That was when you made the deadlift switch, right?
Yeah, and like I feel sometimes my hip. But yeah, I switched from conventional to sumo. Didn't you do the same?
I did the same because you told me to.
Is that why you did it?
When we had murder block a while ago,
Murder block?
I like tore the shit out of my knee.
Yes.
And it was hurting a bunch to pull. And you said, well, when I got hurt, I switched from conventional to sumo. So,
Yes, I did do that.
So do it. Just try switching sumo to conventional. And then my strength just skyrocketed from there, and I've never looked back.
I can't believe you did that because I told you to.
Yeah.
Okay, it worked.
Well, I mean, I was hurting, so I was just like,
Try anything.
try it.
Yeah, okay,
Basically,
good.
try anything that's going to give you some relief of pain and let you still lift. And
Yeah.
like I said, I haven't looked back since.
So what do you think is the difference between conventional and sumo? What muscles do you think you use more in each one?
Well, me, you, and Kev had this conversation
Yes.
A couple weeks ago. I find conventional to be a lot more quad dominant. It's more of a single movement. It's more quad dominant. You're just pushing like through the floor. I know TK's described it multiple times. It's a leg press.
Yeah.
Versus like you're getting so much more glute and hamstring with conventional just because of how you're positioned. You're like pretty much already, your back and everything's mostly straight.
Yeah, but I thought it was a lot of back in conventional and less back in sumo.
I would say to some degree, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Thomas had such a hard time teaching me deadlift. God love his patience. But like for me, in Olympic weightlifting with a snatch and a clean and jerk, you have to have your shoulders over the bar. So I'm kind of used to that setup because I've been doing that for 6 years. So now trying to keep everything behind, it's so weird to me.
yeah, because even the hand placement's different because more
is.
CrossFit, you'd go more wider, wouldn't you?
Yes, outside of your legs.
Versus...
With a sumo, it's inside. But we've done a couple things where I brought my hands in more on the smooth part of the bar, and I've noticed a difference there.
But then I guess that leads to its own issues with grip, or have you ever had grip issues?
No, I hook grip.
Okay, well.
Oh, a double overhand hook grip, which was an easy transition for me too, because I was doing hook grip with the Oli lifts. So a lot of people don't do hook grip, right?
But yeah, if you're doing double hook,
Yeah.
you don't really have to worry about
No, I've never
sliding
had
around.
that. I want to try mix, but like...
Also, with your bar, you don't have to worry about it sliding around anyway, because I hate your bar.
Dude, Adam's bar is worse.
Adam's bar is so much
It's
worse.
so much worse.
Adam's bar is so much worse than yours.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yours is now the second worst bar.
His is a cheese grater, man.
Yeah.
But I love that. I don't know why. I love those bars.
Wait, we got a red light. I'm going to quickly switch the battery because that battery's about to die.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is why I keep everything up front and at the ready.
Oh, look at you go. I love the cameras where you can flip it around, look.
Yeah, it's so much better for like positioning and stuff. I love it for being at the bar.
I also love reps for, this is totally, I guess we're talking about cameras, but everyone takes a video and it's okay. There's certain commercial gyms that you cannot do that. Like, it's very frowned upon.
I know every time I've been in Good Life, it was hard back when nobody said anything to you, but like you were getting looks and stuff.
It's a different demographic.
And like when me and John when Reps had that power outage that time, it felt the same way. John looked at me and was like, "Are we allowed to set up?" I was like, "I'm just gonna set up till someone tells me to take it down." And I mean I've always been like that when I recorded in the gym, and even in Reps, I'm the same way. Like if someone asks me to like move my camera or like position it another way, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but everybody in Reps takes videos, and I love it. The bodybuilders, CrossFitters, and powerlifters.
Yeah, everyone.
We all want to track progress.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize with cameras in the gym. I mean, obviously I'm a little different. I'm doing it.
Yes.
But I'm only doing that once a week.
Yeah.
Am I filming something for YouTube? The rest of the time, it's the same as everyone else. It's to keep track of what I'm doing.
It's to keep track of your progress. It's also for the gram.
Yeah.
But yes, it is to keep track of your progress and to see what your lifts actually look like, because there's nothing better than actually looking back and be like, oh, I should have had my hips higher there.
Yeah, why is my back shooting so much higher than my hips in this deadlift?
It could feel different, but it looks different than what it feels.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to look back and see that.
And sometimes you just want to have a video of yourself falling down.
Like my deadlift? Are you talking about my deadlift? I don't know what the fuck happened. I lost balance. But I was not expecting that. And I locked it out though. And then I was bringing it back down. I just fell back on my heels.
And that was a reset set, so you had to just get up and keep going.
That's the thing people reply to. They're like, I respect that you got up and kept going.
You had no
I
choice.
was not going to not do that last
Gotta
rep.
finish the sheet.
Yeah, my glutes definitely hurt, but it was fine. Yeah, you gotta complete the sheet like Kath does.
Another one of the Instagram questions was, what do you want more? 400-pound squat or a 500-pound deadlift?
Oh, did Maria ask that?
No,
That was Tom for sure.
that was TK.
Do you have these questions memorized?
No, I'm gonna have to check at a red light soon.
Okay.
I'm through the ones that I've memorized.
Okay. Oh, man, that is so fucking equal for me. That is so equal for me. I literally do not. I would. What am I closer to? I think I'm closer to the squat, to be honest with you. My 1 rep squat right now is 353, so I'm closer. My 1 rep deadlift is not even 400. Yeah, it's 397. So I'd have to pick squat just because I'm closer and it's more in reach.
But which one do you want
More? I want them both equally. I love that he asked that. I want them both equally. And I love those numbers and that he knew that is like kind of what I would shoot for. Yeah.
They're just big ones. There's
But-
something about holding 500 pounds in your hand.
Oh yeah. Makes you feel. I think I'd have to get to 76 for that. Not gonna lie. Oh, 100% 76. Do you think you're gonna stay at your weight class?
Yeah.
Like indefinitely?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had this, like, I'll sit heavier in my weight class, but I can't see myself ever being a 120.
No.
I was
Because how tall are you?
6'2", 6'3", somewhere
Yeah.
in that ballpark. So technically I should be a 120. I should absolutely be a 120
Because of the height?
because of my height.
So why you say you wouldn't go there? Then?
I was a fat kid all through high school.
Yep, that
And
would do it.
I went through all this with 75 hard. I genuinely don't think I could ever see myself sitting at 260 again.
That would do it, yeah. So it's a mind thing for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it would be different. It would be a different 260 than I was in high school.
Yes.
Because it would be 260 of muscle and stuff.
yeah.
But you step on the scale, you see that number,
Yeah.
you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to see you in high school. Or that's the way I am. So, like,
Right.
even filling out, I found filling out 105 hard in the beginning just because, like, I personally found just watching, again, doing 75 hard, especially suffering through that, watching the scale go back up after that, like, sucked.
Yeah.
Because mentally it felt like you're watching all of this progress go away. When in
Right.
reality you weren't, because, again, you were putting it back on as muscle. And I mean, I'm comfortable with my weight now. I'm sitting 104.8, I think, this morning.
Okay.
And like
KG.
I can see myself absolutely sitting in the off season at like 106, 107,
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
but like never as a 120.
Okay, well, I respect that.
I think in other feds, like I don't know the name of the fed off the top of my head, but I know the fed that Jacob used to compete in, Jacob Atwood.
Oh yes.
There was a 110 weight class.
What?
And
Okay.
I think I would do 110 if it was something that IPF had.
I wonder if they'll ever change the weight classes.
I think weight classes need to be relooked at, because I think especially women's weight classes
Yeah,
need to be relooked at.
I would agree.
Because
It's 84
plus being the cutoff
That is nuts.
is crazy.
Yeah, 84 is like 176 pounds, right?
I'm not sure what it is offhand.
Yeah,
But
see, I would need my calculator. for
what
this.
puts it as wild in my head is when, like, because I just, like, to comprehend those numbers and what it means is every single guy in the IBW room competing in the same weight class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single one of us, if it was women's weight classes, would compete in the same weight class.
Man, that's so true when you look at like that.
I think there needs to be like a 90, somewhere in like the 90 range. Like a 90, 91 maybe.
I think I agree. It's 2025.
Go
They should change that.
84, 91, 91 plus, or something along those lines.
I agree. 84 is light.
84 is light to be your cutoff for like your max weight, because then you
Yeah.
have, like you said, it's around 170, 180, whatever it is,
Yeah.
going up against people 200-300 pounds.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Like,
Well, do you think the guys' side is fair? Like 120 plus?
I think so, because I don't think there's that much. Maybe they could do another one, but I don't think there's that much difference. There's obviously difference. There's a big jump in difference.
Yeah.
But people aren't sitting that severely in the difference.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're looking at probably like a max of like 20, 30 kilos in like, just thinking in the national level. I mean, you have people internationally, like Jesus is like 400 pounds, I think.
Right.
And obviously it has some carryover. But I think more so when you're dealing with, again, on the women's side, you're looking at people like 100, not even 200 pounds.
I know.
Competing against people 300 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like...
I always thought that was weird too. Yeah.
How is it even comparable?
But why is it just plus? Why can't they have it extending, keep going, keep going, keep going?
I think at that point, to the whole point of the plus, I think at a certain degree you get like such a small demographic of people once you keep making like sections.
But over 300 maybe it should be plus then.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
yeah.
definitely ways it could be relooked at.
Oh, definitely. I wonder when's the last time they changed it. Like, I don't know when. 90s?
God only knows.
Yeah.
Speaking of the IPF changing things, though, this is a good one to bring up.
The knee sleeves!
The knee sleeves.
Yeah.
I got one podcast episode out, and then they rolled it back and changed it again.
Well, I like that. But they only changed it to the end of 2026? Or
6, yeah.
Yeah. So are they just going to relook at it in 2026?
God only knows.
Okay.
But
I'm so happy about this because I just traded 16 protein muscle mommy cookies for Inzer knee sleeves.
did you?
Yes. With Nick Castle. He had large Inzer knee sleeves. I was like, I want those. He's like, I'll trade you 16 protein cookies.
That's hilarious.
The barter system, I love it. That's what we did.
So, what were you wearing prior? Like,
Okay, so right now, I actually have SBD. They're for Olympic weightlifting, and I wear them every day.
okay, so
I don't even have powerlifting knee sleeves.
you weren't affected when the rule changed.
Well, I have Inzers
Initially
now.
happy.
I have Hanzus as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay,
an old
so-
pair that I would wear competing. So now I have 3 pairs of knee sleeves. But when I'm training, I only wear my SBD, like short black ones that are supposed to be for Olympic weightlifting. They're really short.
Yeah, I have the old SBD, just basic knee sleeves,
I think I'm gonna order more though. But now that I can wear Inzers, why would I?
because Inzers last like 20 minutes. That was the big thing. It said, like, people said Inzers were reinstated till 26, and I've seen so many memes of people like, yeah, my Inzers won't survive until 2026.
This is good for all of us doing nationals. So let's take a moment and be grateful.
Absolutely.
For that. I'm happy about it.
I know Kev was like running. He was like, fuck it, I'm still gonna wear them for provincials because
Yeah.
they're still allowed at that point.
Yeah.
But now they're free again. So.
Yeah, let's go. I love that they went back on that because they probably got so much backlash.
Oh, they absolutely got so much backlash.
Also, do they not know they're affecting actual business owners when they do that?
Well, here's my
That's
thoughts. Is personally, my conspiracy theory is there's definitely some insider knowledge and stuff going on.
Oh, probably.
Because SBD put their prices up like 2 weeks before it happened.
Oh shit. No.
From what I read online, I obviously wasn't following the prices because I had knee sleeves.
Oh.
And I think SBD just made a shit ton of money off of it, and then they reinstated the other sleeves.
No.
Because there was no further investigation or anything done, to my knowledge. Again, I could be spitting information out of my ass because I didn't research into that much. Because I'm personally someone who squats in SBD knee sleeves anyway, so it didn't make
Yeah.
any difference to me what
That's
happened.
powerlifting tea right there. That is powerlifting tea.
All right, red light. Let's see if I can get some more
Oh
questions.
yeah, you check that.
Oh,
I love that you put up questions too.
all right.
We might have already covered it, but we'll see.
Is it true that TK introduced you to the LTE playlist? Wrong answers only.
What? Wrong answers? If it was wrong, I would say yes. I was the one who introduced everyone to the Lesbian Top Energy playlist.
I was gonna say, what is LTE?
Oh yeah, LTE is Lesbian Top Energy. That's the only playlist we play when we train together. And so much so that when I'm not there and I can't make it, Tom looks up gay music on his phone.
I remember when he had that screenshot posted of like his search history.
All his Spotify search history.
It wasn't all of his search history.
Oh, he did have created.
I was also in there.
Oh, what was it?
The podcast.
Oh, yeah, the podcast.
The podcast was also in the search history.
It was something else, not Creed. It was another. Someone else pointed it out. I forget what it was.
I can't remember what it
Maybe.
was. I just took notice that I was there.
Yeah, that's important, dude.
And amongst it all, my logo showed up.
In between gay pump up music, lesbian top energy, lesbian top hits.
Powerlifters getting coffee.
Yeah. That's actually what our group chat was named too, is Lesbian Top Energy. I'm like, you guys are so supportive of this. I feel like I'm the only, the only gay person
You are the only one to my knowledge.
in the IBW room.
In powerlifting that I can think of.
And powerlifting as a whole.
Other than you
Locally.
and Britt are the only two that I can think of.
Oh, you mean like powerlifting in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Britt are the only two that I can think of.
Brittany Slater.
Yeah.
No way. Well, that's kind of cool. So does that mean I'm gonna be as good as her? I hope so.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Britt's like a tank.
Oh, she's so good.
She's such a good lifter.
And such an inspiration, man. That's awesome. No, we need more gay people in the community. If you're listening to this and you're gay, join join powerlifting, become my friend. You can listen to Lesbian Top Energy with us. It's so funny. Even all the girls are like singing all the songs. They're like, I love this one. They're like, I kissed a girl.
Okay, but I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry is in my gym
No.
playlist.
This is a remake of a gay girl who did a remake of the Katy Perry song.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like the Katy Perry one. I was gonna say that's in my gym playlist. So like.
No, this is by, I think it's Fletcher, which is a gay girl musician, I guess. And yeah, it's like I kissed a girl, and then all of her other lyrics are sipped her like an old fashioned. That's a good lyric. And all the girls are fucking singing it, and I'm dying laughing. Now they changed the group name to Gay Interactions. I don't know why, but I'm like, I love this. I love the support. I love the support from Tom. So funny. Yeah, but I don't think you would know by looking at me. Definitely not.
I need another red light. I'm out of Instagram questions.
Oh, there's more?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch more.
Oh shit!
There's a bunch more, but I need to look at them because it might actually just be something I've already mentioned myself.
Oh, we're driving past campus now.
Yeah, this has spent a lot of time in there. My last semester in there was absolute hell.
Oh?
I would go in at 8 or 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I'd leave at supper time because I was just working projects.
Is there a gym?
It's garbage. There's a
gymnasium though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also like a weight room.
Do they have like sports that people play? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You can join like a college sports team.
I don't know if it's so much a sports team as it's more like just a handful of people that like play together. Again, I didn't keep up with it much because I was just
powerlifting focus. Yeah.
I had a job
to track mine.
I had a job to keep up with powerlifting just with how intense my last semester was. Oh.
You can do it, dude. Are you telling me you don't text and drive?
No.
Oh.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm on camera. I don't at all.
Oh, I don't do that either.
Benefits of having hand-free.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I used to be. I mean, I grew up around the bay. Like, it was pretty much all I ever did.
Carboneer?
Grand Bank.
Oh yeah, Grand Bank. That's close though.
To Carboneer?
Is it?
Not at all.
I don't fucking know.
It's that around Marystown, like Buren area. You have no idea where that is either, do you?
Nope.
So if you left here, drove towards Goobies.
Where's that?
You don't know where Goobies is?
I'd have to look at a map, dude. Yeah.
Shit.
I grew up in Labrador, sorry.
I guess, fair enough, yeah.
Even around here, I would put in Google Maps where I'm going.
Really?
You probably do too. Not my regular places, but
I'm
like,
getting a lot better. As long as I know like what it's off of, I can usually get.
Oh, we haven't talked about food at all.
Oh, we haven't talked about food.
Yeah, we haven't talked about what I eat.
Speaking of actually food, are you still with Jared?
So I knew you were gonna ask me that. I would say yes. We're such good friends that like every time I like fall off, he welcomes me back with open arms. So yeah, he's just like, I'm always here for you. You know, when you're ready to actually do full-fledged. So like right now, like I was going through some shit and I just didn't really track anything. But I think once I start going to 76, I'm gonna have to reach out to him again.
Yeah. And I mean, he's a wizard for stuff like that. He handled Lucas's.
Oh, I know.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
But I eat the same things every day. Oh, you're checking now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you go into an intense CrossFit WOD with the same mindset as a hard powerlifting session?
Ooh, I love this. I love this. Intense CrossFit WOD. I will definitely get like jitters. And you definitely get like a pre-WOD anxiety. Everybody in CrossFit talks about it because you know you're about to work yourself and you're about to get like, you're going to sustain a 180 beats per minute heart rate for sure. It depends how long the WOD is because we do like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe EMOM 40. But I find it so fun, sometimes I don't get anxiety, but if it's a competition, I would say a powerlifting competition or CrossFit competition, it's going to feel the same. It's going to feel both anxiety and like jitters for sure. Yeah. Like at a powerlifting competition, I don't know about you, but before I get on the platform, I have to go have nervous pees like 5 times.
I'm not so bad for like a nervous pee. I just push that much water, like meet day, that I piss pretty much after every lift.
Oh, I have to pee like 5 times before I even hit the platform. I'm just like, I feel so nervous that it just comes out of me.
I do know what you're talking about though, because when I used to do drama in high school, it was the same. It was the same thing. It was before a performance. It was.
Yeah. So did that answer the question? Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't play any sports in high school?
No.
That's wild.
Nope, never did anything.
That's wild. I think there's a couple powerlifters. There's some that did play sports, and there's some that didn't play any.
It's more common that they did something.
Yes.
It's most powerlifters have a background in
some kind of fitness.
Something.
Yeah.
Like whether it be bodybuilding, whether it be powerlifting, or not powerlifting, CrossFit, strongman, just weight training in the gym.
Yeah.
Sports. Mm-hmm. Everyone tends to have something.
I will say when I do a CrossFit workout, I think of it as meaningless because it's just fun to me that like I don't get as anxious about it anymore. But if I'm going for a PR squat, like that definitely lights something in me more than a CrossFit WOD would. Like tomorrow when I do Murph, that workout, that's gonna be like that'll be a 60-minute workout just straight through.
Really?
But I'm not nervous for it because I think it's so fun. I just can't wait to do it with the community. But like if I was gonna do a squat PR tomorrow, I'd kind of be freaking out a bit.
And you say when it comes to competitions, they're about equal?
Yes, both are. When I'm doing a CrossFit competition and it's the same atmosphere as a powerlifting one, yeah, definitely. Because I want to do good and like finish with a good time.
All right, so now I'm actually really proud I'm really glad this question got thrown in and it's now getting flipped over to the female side of things. But I don't know if you remember the question from Dryden and Lucas's episode.
What was it?
Of ranking which of the Saturday squat crew guys are most handsome. But it has now been thrown to your crew as who is it's still worded by the way as who is most handsome between Kath, Maria, I think Steph and Alicia.
Did they actually answer this?
They didn't. This is for you to answer.
No, but did the guys answer for the guys? I don't remember.
Yeah.
They said who's the most handsome?
Between Will, YOLO,
They ranked each other?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I will rank strongest. I will not rank handsome because I think they're all equally handsome. I love them all so much. I think they're all equally handsome. I'm not ranking. Strongest, we know Steph Keen's number 1. I would say for her body weight, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, for her body weight, her and Alicia are probably up there. They're all strong. I'm not ranking anyone. I'm not doing that. No, absolutely not. I would hate it if someone did that to me. So I think they're all equally strong for their body weight. And that's my final answer. But what did the boys say? I'm interested.
I can't remember offhand. I know Lucas did the same thing. Lucas backed out of the question.
Did he?
Lucas backed out of the question and not hurt anyone's feelings.
Did Dryden answer it?
Dryden answered.
No!
It caused so much drama between all the guys. It was hilarious.
Oh my god! No. Who did he rank? I didn't hear that because I didn't listen to his episode. It must have been towards the end, wasn't it?
It was towards the end. I think Dryden's was YOLO, Will, Lucas. I think.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. They're all equal in my eyes because I love them all. So we're not doing that. But I love how it was still handsome. Who asked that?
It was Maria.
Oh my god.
So actually, to tie back to a couple questions ago, and I don't think we've actually touched on it much, but it was another one of the Instagram questions. A lot of people say coaching makes them a better athlete. Do you find that is true as well in CrossFit?
Oh.
Because
yes.
where you coach CrossFit classes through reps.
Do you mean my coaching or like being coached by a CrossFit?
Being a coach yourself makes you a better athlete.
I would say yes, because watching what cues and what works for other people definitely helps you. And like they always say, like if you can teach something, then you definitely know it. So yeah, that helps. And I think, yeah, being a coach and understanding and the amount of research I do before I coach a class and just seeing feedback, like I just feel like, yeah, I definitely know more that I can use myself, if that answers the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But then coaching CrossFit is so different than what I imagine coaching powerlifting would be. Because when I'm coaching CrossFit, it's mostly the structure of the workout, mostly gymnastics because that is what people struggle with. But I love coaching CrossFit, and like it makes me really sad that when I start an ambulance, I'll probably have to stop because that will be like shift work. I'll probably have to stop coaching, but I'll still be involved, hopefully, in some way. But when you explain something to someone and over time you see them get it, like something like double unders, where it's like a psychological skill, I feel. You have to. You tried it, dude.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, and you have to jump higher and flick your wrist harder. This is something that doesn't really like, you don't get that right away. That needs to register in your brain over time. And like the other day, one of my the girls in my class, she got double unders and toes bar in the same class because of the cues I gave her, and she was so happy and she was so grateful that I was able to help her. And yeah, that was amazing. I loved that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the fact that I couldn't do a single under. I can't jump rope.
You did one single under.
I did a single under. I think I got like 2 in a row, maybe.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
No, that's good. I'm proud of you. I've seen people do triple unders.
Yeah, no.
So they jump high and the rope goes under 3 times.
Yep.
We also use weighted rope in CrossFit, like where you do a double under with a rope that's weighted. It's so hard.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that come up in a couple workouts. But not a lot of people have weighted ropes, but yeah, that's fun. I don't know if that answers the question. I always say that.
With CrossFit as well, how do you prepare yourself for like the not, I guess like you said, it's kind of, you get a little bit unfair of an advantage being a coach, but like, say before you were a coach, how did you deal with the not knowing what was coming?
What do you mean?
Like...
Not knowing what workout was coming?
Yeah.
So, in our gym at least, the workout gets posted the night before. So you know what it is the next morning. Some people show up and don't look at the workout because they know if they look at it, they might not show up.
It gets in your head.
Yeah,
or...
it gets in your head. A lot of CrossFit actually is, if there's like 4 different movements, a lot of it is managing your fatigue between all the movements. Which one are you strongest at? That's probably what you're going to do unbroken. So for example, if I had 40, 30, 20, 10 reps, like I did the other day, and I'm really good at wall balls, I'm going to do 40 wall balls unbroken over and over and over and over again. Then it goes to 40 dumbbell snatches. I'm probably going to break that up because I'm not as strong in that. So that's my strategy. Every workout has to have a strategy. So that's a part of it. Knowing what you're going to do for your strategy, how you're going to break it up, what you're strong at. The other thing is transition time. So there's a bunch of different things that you can do in CrossFit. Like if I'm doing a double under like workout, I'm going to make sure every single time I put down my rope, I lay it on the ground neatly so I can just step back into it. Same thing with like, you see people in the CrossFit room, they bring over the rower to where they're working out. You got to make sure every single transition time between every single movement is very minimal so you get the best time. Because in CrossFit, it's all about getting the best time. Usually, it's about getting the best time. And to do that, reduce your transition times for sure.
Yeah, you pretty much need to optimize as much
Everything is optimized, yep, in CrossFit.
DK there.
Yeah, what's up?
That is the second, if not third time now, I have been recording an episode
And you see him drive
and
by.
seen TK drive by.
I love the rig.
My brain always does it. My brain just like, anytime I see like a green Bronco, I'm like, is that TK?
That's awesome that you guys both have Broncos too.
There was a joke for the longest time that I only picked coaches based on vehicles.
What?
Because Chris also has... TK has a Bronco, but Chris has a Bronco Sport, like the exact same as this one. It's a model higher than this one.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
What?
When I was like looking at getting one of these, because I mean, I was tired of having a car. I wanted an SUV. And like, I just liked the look of these.
Yeah.
Chris was one of the people I reached out to, and I was like, what do you think of yours? Because I always find that so beneficial when buying a vehicle, is if someone owns it.
So, do you love your Bronco?
I love this thing.
And is it good in the winter?
Yeah, I haven't had a hitch with it in the winter. It's literally just as good on gas as my old car used to be.
A Bronco's good on gas?
It's as good on gas as like my 2012 Toyota Camry was.
Maybe I should get a Bronco and not like fuck with a truck anymore.
Yeah, well, trucks are awful on gas.
Oh, they're horrible. Yeah, I feel like I'm filling up my truck every like week. Well, every 4 days.
You probably are with all the running around for the shop and everything.
Yeah, and like the gym and stuff. Yeah, running back and forth. Admittedly, I'm so bad at meal prep. Like, I will go home to eat. Isn't that fucked?
Really?
Yes, because I'm so used to, because I used to live right next to the gym.
Right,
Like,
so you
away.
never really got in the habit.
Never got into the habit of meal prep, but I have to do it when I go to school. So I need to start meal prepping. I'm going to order that new Wolfpack book bag, because they have like an actual lunch bag in it. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
I've been looking at wolf packs for a while, because I remember when I was debating getting my new gym bag, I messaged you
Yes.
about your wolf pack.
Oh, I love it.
But then I ended up getting the Adidas at Sport Check, and I've been a big fan
because of the
of
sale.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been a big fan of that one. It's...
I should go to Single Hill. I haven't been there in forever.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't realize how big that Adidas bag was when I bought it. And like,
is that one that goes over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yes.
I started throwing all my gym stuff into it,
Oh, yeah.
and I looked in my old gym bag, and I was out of stuff. And I look in my new gym bag, and I'm like, I have so much space left.
Oh, that's so sick. I love the A7 though. I think Steph Keen and Trevor have it.
Yeah, I know Trev got one when
Yeah.
he went to Nationals.
Nationals, yeah. I love the A7 bags.
I like
because your belt also fits.
And for
Yeah.
most powerlifters, especially as a guy, and a 105 guy at that,
Mm-hmm.
my belt is big.
Yes.
My belt is taking up a lot of space in my bag.
Yes. So the A7 is really good for that. Now, admittedly, I think some people do this, but I leave everything at the gym. Almost everything.
Well, we don't all have CrossFit cubbies that we can keep stuff in either.
Some people in the powerlifting room do it too, but I hide it in a CrossFit cubby. I will keep my belt, my rope, my weighted vest. I'm giving all my secrets away now. My Rice Krispies, my baby food that I eat for in between training intra. What else do I keep? Creatine, pre-workout, carbs. I keep that all in my cubby. Knee sleeves. I can't fit everything in my wolf pack still. That's why I need another wolf pack bag.
You just need a bigger one.
I need a bigger one, yeah. I think I got the mid-size one, but wolf pack is fucking sick. I love wolf pack bags.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who have them. Pretty much everyone I know who has one,
Loves
like,
it.
swears by it, yeah.
But I got mine in 2022, and they didn't have the lunch bag portion then. So I'm gonna get that for school for sure.
And that's the people who I find in, like their wolf packs the most, are like students who are like leaving the house in the morning, they go to the gym.
Yep. It comes with an ice pack and the actual containers. So,
Honestly, if I got one now, I'd probably like get rid of my like work bag.
what is your work bag? Is it?
It's just like a regular book bag. I mean, I don't use it for a whole lot. I basically just get it for bringing my laptop back and forth to work, especially
Oh,
like when I'm
yeah.
on call and stuff.
I need to get a new book bag too, because my puppy pooped on mine. Like a school book bag.
Yeah.
He pooped on it, so I'm like, I need to get a new one. Anyway.
He's
Yeah.
cute though.
Yeah, he's cute.
He gets away with a lot because of that.
You met him, right?
No, I still haven't met him.
Oh, shit.
I always miss him.
Did you see that video of him sleeping under the bench?
Yeah,
That's
because I
annoying.
told you it needs to be a profile picture.
Oh, yeah. He's so cute. I can't wait for him to be an adult, though.
He seems like a local celebrity at reps
He
already.
kind of is already, yeah. But I feel bad bringing him. I don't want him to be like... I don't want to bring him all the time.
No,
Because a puppy is a burden.
but surprise visits are always nice.
Yeah, that's true. I actually wanted an adult dog. I wanted to adopt a dog, but it's so hard to adopt a dog, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just get a puppy.
It's like whenever like Luca makes an appearance at the gym.
No, he's so sweet. Actually, Murph is getting Luca's old kennel, so I gotta message Stefan for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's outgrowing his small baby one already. Every time I pick him up, he's heavier.
They grow fast.
They do. Yep. Yeah. Any more questions?
I think that was all of them, but again, I'd have to like check the sheet.
Yeah.
I
Or
know.
you have questions.
I know. Yeah, I still have some.
Oh, I love that.
Like just my usual like speed round questions at the end. What's your preferred time to work out? Like time of day, regardless of people, because I know a lot of people answer this question. They're like, "Oh, I like training at this time because I could train with these people."
That would have been my answer.
So let's say you can have your lifting crew
Okay.
at any time.
I'd probably say anywhere between start time 3 and 6. I like that because I want to have at least 2 or 3 meals. I would never want to train early in the morning. Like, I don't understand how people do 5 a.m. CrossFit. There's a bunch of people who do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they go train at that time. They have nothing in them, not even coffee. Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, I would never be able to train early in the morning, and I used to when I lived in Halifax. Like 7:30 a.m. And that was... I mean, you get used to it after a while, but no, I have to have a couple of meals, so anywhere between 3 and 6. What about you?
I'm very much an afternoon training person.
So around the same.
Yeah, like if I can pick my crew and like have them show up whenever I want them to show up,
Yeah.
very much afternoon.
Yeah.
Although Saturdays I like kind of earlier, especially like in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm different. I like earlier training in the summer just because it's a nice day than on the weekend, and I'm like, I'm freed up. I can do
That's true.
anything I want to do then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. You can't see shit in Signal
know.
Hill because it's
Crazy.
It's foggy.
I also like training at like 1 o'clock on Saturdays when we go. It's a cool time to train.
Mm-hmm.
I love Saturdays in the gym. But I hate that I'm usually working. I can't, because I know Saturdays, there's a whole CrossFit community there, there's a whole power. Saturday morning, the gym is pumping.
Yeah.
And I wish I was there for that energy.
Do you find yourself to be more of a morning or evening person?
I love mornings.
I guess-
I think I'm a morning person.
I guess being a business owner that
Yeah.
works with baked goods, you don't have a choice but being a morning person.
I love the mornings. I love drinking coffee. Yeah. I like morning. I'm not really a night owl.
Because I guess you got to be up first thing in the morning frying donuts.
Well, I don't really do that anymore. I have people who do that. If I go into work, it's to decorate the donuts. So I'll probably go in like 8 or 9 to like help with big orders. We usually have big orders on Saturday. So, yeah, I don't fry the donuts, which is good because I hate frying donuts. Yeah. Fryer oil.
What's your go-to PR song?
Ooh, I have multiple. I love Eminem. I don't use Lesbian Top Energy for PR songs, believe it or not.
No, it's a lot of
not-
Eminem.
We're not doing gay music for PRs, man. Love the gays, love the gay music, but not for PRs. I need NFX or Eminem. So I'd say my PR song is Lucky You by Eminem, Lucifer by Eminem. Those are Lucifer's new album. Or Hope by NF, and Fight Back by NFX. Do you know NFX?
I do, because they are one of the few artists that music is royalty free and I can use freely in YouTube
I didn't
videos
know
without
that.
permission and stuff.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I've actually used a lot of their instrumentals as background audio.
Oh, I love NFX so much. And NF is really good. NF is very similar to Eminem. Me and John and NF share the same birthday. And Celine Dion.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Remember me and John always have like a gym birthday together. It's cute. Yeah. It's good. So yeah, that would be my PR songs. What about you?
See, I mean, mine are all like
Scream.
screaming metal.
Yeah.
Kingslayer by Bring Me the Horizons, and Baby Metal is up there.
Baby Metal, okay.
They're a Japanese metal band.
Okay.
They've been on the go for a while now.
Right.
I think they started when the oldest one was 16.
Wow.
But they've been on the go a while now.
Okay.
Their stuff's really good. I like a lot of their stuff when they make music with other artists,
Right.
because they're all like younger women, so like they have the softer voices, so it contrasts really well with like anyone who has a really good scream.
Oh, cool.
So you'll get this like a deep guttural scream, and then it'll go into like a lighter chorus, and I just really enjoy that with music. A lot of Sleep Token. Infinite Baths is probably added to my rotation off their new album.
Right.
But yeah, it's mostly whatever the loudest thing I can put in my headphones is.
It's funny watching stories sometimes. It's like a chill music, like I'll post something with chill music, and then my next story is Kevin where it's like,
Me and Kev.
yes.
John.
Because I think you guys all share the same music taste.
Me, John, and Kev do.
Yeah.
Our Friday mornings is usually like skimming all new metal releases and just like sending them back and forth and like talking about them.
And then Greg will have a story. It's like 80s music.
Yeah.
So good. Love it, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Question for you. What's your favorite local place to eat?
Favorite local? Oh,
Local place.
actually, that's easy. Burritos on Tops Road.
I thought you were going to say Newfoundland Donut Co. Fuck.
Oh, you should have specified eating.
I'm joking. Oh, burritos. You like the burritos?
Burritos on Tops Road is
That's local?
my
It's not
weakness.
a franchise?
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
Maybe it is a franchise. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But
Well, locally owned franchise is still local in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Their food is just super good.
Good.
Chafe's out in Petty Harbor is
I haven't been.
such a good fish. They're closed right now. I think they're doing renovations. I think they plan on reopening.
Okay, I've never been there. I need to go.
They're such good fish and chips.
Yeah? We should do like a powerlifting hike in the summer.
Yeah,
All
I'm
of
so
us.
down. Get the crew together for a hike.
Yeah, Liv can come.
I'll make a video out of that.
Yeah! Powerlifters going for a hike. Put on some mics.
So, if you could go back to your very first meet, back to the very first Metro Meltdown,
Okay.
and talk to yourself at the check-in table, what would you say?
Oh, I remember you asked Alicia this question.
Yeah, I think this is going to become a new staple question. I actually really like this one.
I like this question, but I might have the same answer as her. Like, I would say chill on the anxiety, chill on peeing so much. Like, it's just for fun, really, at the end of the day. Like, you don't need to be so hard on yourself and just have fun. I think that was similar to what her answer was. Like,
Yeah.
just think of it as a CrossFit workout.
Yeah.
And you don't even need to push PRs. You just need to do what you can do
Be as strong as you can be on the day.
on the day. And if it's not there that day, that's okay. You have forever to shoot for it. Well, 8 years if you're open.
Well,
But,
not necessarily, because you're allowed to compete open as a Masters.
oh, right.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
people just go to Masters because
I think Maria's doing that. She's doing both, I feel.
if you're still got the same strength, just well use it in open. But if you want to shoot for stuff in Masters, shoot for records,
Yeah.
could go either way.
That's true. Yep. Love that. I was starting to ask you questions now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love it.
Oh my god, hello.
Hi, puppies. I need to go home to my puppy soon. I gotta let them out.
Literally my favorite breed of dog. Like
What was
one
it?
of my favorite breeds of dog. Bernese Mountain Dog.
Aww.
They're beautiful dogs.
They are.
That and retrievers are my go-tos.
Thank you.
I love them. That's why I'm so in love with them.
With Murph?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry you never seen him.
Just such a big sucker for retrievers.
If he was here, he would be so annoying though. He's like he tries to climb on the driver and
Oh my god, the picture you posted on your story like yesterday of him in the driver's seat with you.
I have like a little makeshift Costco bed that I put right here. It's like a Costco box with like blankets and stuff. And he'll stay there if I give him a bone, but most of the time he tries to crawl over in my arms. And one of my friends was like, you better not get him used to that because when he's a 90-pound dog, he's still gonna try to do that.
Yeah.
He's still gonna try to climb in your arms when you're driving.
Dogs
Like,
don't understand
fuck.
how big they are.
No, and he's gonna get big. Like he was the chunk of the litter. I had first pick out of the 9 dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I messaged him like way before. So I picked the biggest one and the whitest one. I don't know how white he's gonna stay, but he'll get a little bit golden. But yeah. Oh, and another reason I didn't do provincials because of my grandma's birthday. She turns 80, so the whole family's going for that. I have to go up to St. Anthony for that. But the other reason is 'cause I'm trying to fill out this leg. Like
I've noticed you've been making a lot of progress
Yeah.
on that lately. You've been doing a lot of sessions.
Yeah, a lot. So we're trying to get this whole leg finished before the summer. But we'll see how much we get done tomorrow.
I wish tattoos weren't so expensive.
Yeah, they are actually. But they're so addicting. Don't start. because you just won't stop, man.
Yeah. The only thing stopping me from having more is the money side of things.
Everyone says that. Well, how many do you have now?
Just the 2.
Just that?
Nope, the 2 of them.
Oh, that one too, right. What does that mean?
Semicolon?
Yeah.
It's the symbol for mental health. So I got it. Well, just the semicolon is, and then I just got it as a smiley face.
To make it a smiley face, yeah. That's cute.
Just because I didn't want to get just the semicolon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, people are like, what do your tattoos mean? I'm like, they don't.
I wanted it.
At a certain point, they don't have a meaning. It just looks cool, and it's like art on your body. So it's very addicting. And I'm gonna fill out this leg, and this arm's already full, and the armpit.
Like the 2 that I have meaning, but like the next one I want to get has 0 meaning.
What is the one you want to get next?
The next one I want to get is here on my quad, and it's the Scout Crest logo from Attack on Titan.
Doesn't that have a meaning?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But it has like no meaning to me. It's just like a show I really like, so I'm like, all right.
That's cool though.
I'll get it.
I like that. I like it.
I don't believe that tattoos have to have meaning.
No, it's just art, man.
If I want to spend money on it. You know, me and my massage therapist had this conversation talking about tattoos one day.
Yeah?
And he said, when you think about it, he goes, it's the best investment over time.
Why he say that?
Because he goes, say if you break down like paying yearly for something, you're like, you pay this amount of money per something per year, it breaks down to this much money per day. So if you look at a tattoo,
yeah.
he goes, technically the amount of money that tattoo costs you per day goes down to fractions of cents. So let's say
I love that.
This tattoo on my hand cost me $100.
Okay.
But if I live another 60, 70 years,
I love that.
that breaks down to like 0.0001 cent a day
I'm gonna start using that.
as justification.
I love that justification. I'm gonna start using that. So it's okay if I spend 10 grand on tattoos on my body.
Well, if like just say look at it, say $1,000 in tattoos is $1 a day for like 4 years.
Oh, I love that. Yep, that's good.
Not to be the bad influence with tattoos.
Oh, I was already there, dude. I was already there.
Didn't need my influence.
Nope, did not. Yeah, that's one thing is like, I also wouldn't mind getting my neck done, but I don't know if I'm there yet.
I will tap on hand tattoos. I got one and it was not fun at all.
Oh, the armpit's the worst. That was bad.
You have an armpit tattoo?
You knew that.
I don't think I did.
Full armpit done, yeah.
I didn't know that part was filled in.
Yes, man. It's all shaded too. We use numbing cream for some of it, but
no, my hand, like trying, because I'm somebody who just drives purely like left hand.
Yeah.
After I got this tattoo, like I could not feel my hand to drive.
Oh shit, it was that bad? I didn't find the hand tattoo that bad.
There's just like it just like shook my hand like enough that like it wasn't necessarily in pain. It was just like trembling that much.
Oh god, from that?
Yeah.
Well, it is pretty dark. It's shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm just happy that it didn't scar.
Oh yeah, true.
Because the scar is literally just above it.
I've never had an infection. I'm happy to know that. So. But I go to Travis and he has all his ducks in order. He's been tattooing for a long time. He knows what he's at.
I'm kind of like a different person every time.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Huh.
This one I got done at Elite back when I was in 10th or 11th grade. I don't even know the tattoo artist that did this one.
What?
The one here on my arm.
Okay.
This one here was Sean O'Grady at Skin City. No, Studio Max.
Okay, you did it when you were in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so fun fact, I never got my first tattoo till I was like 26.
Really?
Yeah, and now look at all the tattoos I got.
I'm not even at 26 yet.
I know, I didn't get my first tattoo until then. I was bare. Wild. I love how tattoos look when you're lifting too.
It's funny that you say that because I wanted to get that Scout Crest tattoo for a while and I didn't know where I wanted it. But now powerlifting has like influenced it so much. I'm like, all right, well, I want it to be seen when I'm wearing a singlet. So that limits where it can go on my leg.
Yeah.
Because that means, all right, now it is the lower part of my quad, but needs to be above where my knee sleeve is going to go.
Right. What do you think about the whole powerlifting outfit? I'm obsessed. I would wear my singlet every day if I could.
I hate singlets.
Okay. I love singlets.
Maybe
as a man you hate it.
I was going to say, I think it's a general consensus as dudes to not like singlets.
Oh my god, I love it.
because they are not flattering for guys.
Do you think they're flattering for girls? Kind of are. Yep. A girl in a singlet. Love it. Love it. I'm not objectifying women at all. Yeah. No, I love it.
No, I'm not a huge fan, but like I on the other side of things, I'm constantly like, whenever like a new company announces a singlet, I'm like, oh, that looks really good, and I actually like really like that.
It could be kind of a hobby collecting singlets.
I wanna, if it wasn't so expensive, I do really want to switch my kit out.
Yeah.
From the black and red SBD, I want to switch out to the black and pink A7.
Ooh.
I
love
love the look of the black and pink singlet.
The pink, like, where's the pink on that singlet? I can't picture
It's
it.
very similar to my black and red SBD.
Right.
So like the trimming and like the lettering and stuff is the bright pink, like the hot pink.
Oh, I love that.
Like a neon pink.
Love that you're a man, you
And
don't mind wearing pink.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
And then the rest is just black. And same as the knee sleeves, like the lettering and the stitching and stuff is...
That's good. Did you see that picture of me and John the other day? John all colorful outfit,
Yes.
me all black. I'm like, this is so us. This is our personality right now.
The man of nothing but color.
John's outfits every day are just like, what is he gonna wear today?
Yep.
I love it. It's so like creative. That's like an expression just like tattoos are.
Gym outfits, absolutely.
Yeah.
Taking time into what you're wearing to the gym.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Us and our jorts.
I love the George.
Kevin his crop top.
We need to get another crop top photo. We'll bring that up in the summer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's been too cold.
It has been too cold, but I love a crop top. So we'll definitely do that in the summer.
All right.
We gotta have a couple more out front like sessions we haven't done in a while.
No, absolutely.
So maybe after provincials.
Yeah,
summer
'cause
we
me
can.
and Kev are pretty
You're locked in.
locked in.
You're locked in.
We
for sure.
like I said, we're 2 weeks away yesterday. 13 days today.
Let's go. Let's go. We haven't talked about alphas. You said you had a question about that or something.
Oh right, yeah. How does it? Well, good thing to mention now as we're pulling up on
That's why I was.
it. How does it feel to be an ambassador?
Okay,
for
so
them?
that's the thing is like I'm actually not an ambassador for them.
Really?
So they have like influencers and ambassadors. I'm just like, I just know them so well. They're just like, can you do this video here and there, like of you working out? Because you're a part of the fitness community and you supply the muscle mommies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll just do videos for them. We'll just like collab on certain things. But no, they have an actual like chat and like list of ambassadors that are required to post videos. I'm not required to do any of that. I just do it for fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, I'm just involved for the protein cookies. Yeah. But then we have fun when we make videos, so. Yeah.
All right,
You're looking at more questions, aren't you?
That's all of them.
Let's go, we
We've
did
gotten
it.
through them all.
Let's go.
Just in time. I guess we'll wrap it up now because...
We have to, because Murph's been in his kennel for a while.
Yeah, so we're pulling up on reps anyway. So do you got anything closing out to say? Any advice to give to new lifters, people want to start powerlifting, people who want to start CrossFitting?
I think everyone should go to Reps. Fuck all the other gyms in the city. Everyone come to Reps. It's the best gym. You can do CrossFit, bodybuilding, powerlifting, or all of it.
Just
So,
train.
Just train at Reps. Just come to Reps and hang out with us. That would be my closing remarks.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Steph. It was great.
So fun.
I had to get back.
Steph and Tom are here.
Oh yeah, so there.
That's awesome. Oh, I did a bad parking job. Oh my god.
All right.
All right, man.
Later on.
Later on.